We are now in the throes of a major downturn in the housing market, and it is changing and still going down. It's pretty unanimous now among all the economists and the people who are teaching about the housing, or the people that study the housing market, that we are experiencing a downturn that will not bottom out until at least 2008, maybe late 2009. We aren't even close to the bottom of what you're going to experience.
This is an international housing affordability survey. These are the most unaffordable markets in the entire world. Not just the United States, the entire world. Okay? What do you think the highlights in yellow are? California. There's 25, actually I think 26 because there's some ties. 10 of them are in California. So 10 of the top 25 most unaffordable markets in the entire world are in the state that you live in.
And as the market gets worse and worse, you're going to learn your opportunities are going to get greater and greater, and your income's going to go up while others go down.
This is the perfect time. You can work all three stages. Very rarely in your lifetime has there been such an opportunity to work all three stages of foreclosure. I'm going to show you. In a year, you're up 802%. You think banks are prepared to take on that kind of inventory back in their portfolio? No. Why do you think there's 170-something, 150-something lenders that have gone under?
You have to be realistic and know the market has changed and will be changing for the next 5 to 6 years. When we bottom out in 2009, it's going to be a long, slow recovery. For our background, Spear's been a broker, well, he's been an agent in California since 1980. He's been a broker, I think, since about 1988. But since 1980, my partners invest solely in California distressed real estate. Foreclosures, REOs, auctions, the whole gamut of it. I've been an attorney since 1980. I put my dues in the first couple of years in the typical divorce and criminal work, and then figured out I wanted to get paid for what I did. So I moved into the real estate side, where you're working with people that have money and people that have assets. And actually, my work first started where I started working for lenders primarily. Since then, I've been a trustee personally in over 1,000 foreclosures. I've represented lenders in hundreds of bankruptcy proceedings and legal cases. I've also represented consumers in at least 1,000 bankruptcy cases. I've tried to do tallies on these categories to see how long I've been doing this and what I've been doing. So we come into this area with two types of experience. When we got together, I came in with the legal side, Spear came in with the practical and real-world experience side. But since 2000, we've been doing the seminar company. We formed buying companies and real estate companies, and what we do almost exclusively is buy distressed real estate. We buy short sales, auctions, REOs, the works. We do a lot of subject to. So what I'll be teaching you today and tomorrow will be the things we do today and what we'll be doing tomorrow, the latest strategies and ideas. We also have seminars on creative real estate and distressed real estate and asset protection and tax planning, but those topics aren't what people need today. What they need today is foreclosures, short sales, REOs, and such.
We're wrapping up about an 8-month campaign of teaching this 2-day class. All right, you're the end group of about 1,500. I think we break 1,500 students that we've taught this class to. Okay, there's about 600,000 licensees in the state of California, so you're a part of a pretty elite group that realizes, hey, my business is changing, or I need to make some adjustments in order to survive in this market.
Now, real estate markets and such are cyclical, as you know. We've seen this up and down cycle. For my partner Spear, this is his 3rd time he's been through the cycle in Southern California, from the 80s, the 90s, and now. And Adam's going to come up in a few moments and show you how these cycles work and what drives them. You need to understand what's coming and what's going to change. We first saw this coming in 2004 when we started writing this course that you're hearing today. We started in 2004 because we could see what was happening with subprime. We could see where the market was going. We saw that there was a need for this course to be taught. So at that time, we actually moved our clients out of California to other states because it was time to move them. By end of 2005, virtually everyone was gone. They'd sold their properties because the market was going to change. Next time, as you see the market changing, you'll be prepared too. When the market starts going back up, you're going to see the opportunity. You'll see what cycles are happening and what's driving them and how things are going to be changing. So basically, we're going to teach you foreclosures A to Z. We're going to teach you from the pre-foreclosure stage through the laws. We'll teach you short sales, we'll teach REOs, we'll teach auctions, and we'll teach some creative real estate.
Attend a lot of seminars and seen a lot of other companies teach and not give you any manuals or any training or just a copy of their slides. What you guys have in front of you, I saw some of you breezing through it, but by the time you add your notes to it, you got a 350+ page manual of some pretty powerful information. How long have we been in the business? And don't be ashamed if you're brand new to this business. I promise this class is going to be great for you. If you've been in real estate 30 years, I promise you'll learn something. I had a student that's been in it 58 years. He says it's the most powerful course he ever taken. We're going to talk about loss mitigation, the options for homeowners in foreclosure. Many people don't realize there's up to 12 options for people in foreclosure. Lien priorities and understanding title. This is something we're going to cover today. And when I say some of the things we're going to cover today are some of the basics or some stuff that some of you may know, please pay close attention, even if it's review for some of you. Some of you it's new. The reason I say that is everything you learn in this first couple hours spends the next day and a half applying it to real life case studies and real life situations. We're going to talk about the CAR forms. We have a supplement book with permission from CAR to go through their forms with you. All right, and sit down and go through and talk about what you have to do if you work in distress and foreclosure real estate. In-depth case studies, that's really an important one that we're going to cover. We're going to talk about how to structure your business. Most importantly, how to position yourself as a foreclosure specialist. We're going to teach you how to market to the client way out here, before they're even in default, before they miss any payments. How about working with the homeowner, scripts with the homeowner? What about working with loss mitigators? Those of you that do short sales obviously know that how hard that can be sometimes. We're going to talk about that process and make you better at how to work with attorneys and CPAs, how to orchestrate the sale and purchase of distressed real estate. I'm going to talk about boom and bust cycles, okay? Those of you that think you don't need to know about this, you do, okay? You need to understand where we've been to kind of understand where we're going and understand what kind of cycle we're in.
If you do not understand these laws and do not comply with them, you will be one of the ones getting sued. We'll spend time tomorrow going over them in detail. We'll go over the forms you need to use to make sure you understand them, because one of our goals here is to make sure you stay out of trouble and you learn how to work within the law and make some money doing it.
The key to a successful foreclosure business is to get to the homeowner first before your competition. Most foreclosure lists are a week to 2 weeks old. Foreclosure Radar has the freshest data in the industry. It's updated on a daily basis. In addition, they have built-in foreclosure software that allows you to analyze your foreclosure opportunities. Also, they have this bird's eye snapshot that allows you to type in any property address and you can see the number of foreclosures in the area. You get a list of the notice of defaults, auction opportunities, and REO properties that go back to banks. It's a great tool to use when you're packaging your short sales or trying to work with a homeowner to get a deep discount.
You're going to recognize the opportunities in all 3 stages of foreclosure. You're going to know more than 95% of the other people in this industry.